Hey, shalom, all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahak, Kodash, the honestly apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who well. Peace, salutations, and blessings to the elect, pushing the word across the four corners of earth, risking your life to do so. And just wanted to add to the apostle, who, needs no additions, of course, but yeah, the heads of Esau, they know who we are. It's without a shadow of a doubt. Right? Without a shadow of a doubt. We always go into how they summon demons. They're into sorcery, high levels of magic, and demon, of course, meaning higher level intelligence, gives them access to a lot of information. Including that fact who we are. Right? That's part of you being on the left hand side is the persecution of God's people. You have to do that. Right? Let's prove it. Psalm 64 and 1, a psalm to the chief musician, a psalm of David. Hear my voice, O power, in my prayer. Preserve my life from the fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. Right? It's a secret council set up. And we've seen, some of the workings of these councils. Okay, to pollute everything that you get. Even if it means destroying themselves. We always go into that. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? You destroying your own water, your own air, your own food, which, they probably, well, not even probably, when you go to Esau's neighborhoods, especially these wealthier areas, they have their food supply is completely different. Okay, they actually have farmers markets, and then people actually have private stocks of food that the orders that they get. Right, you're not going to see one of the elites over at Jewels or even Whole Foods. They eat the best of the best, and that's just one example. Yeah, there's a secret council. Look, this is our new plan. This is the new agenda. That's why we look at these movies, which are mainly produced by the tiny tops, and they'll throw little clues and little hints in there, little dog whistles in there, and if you're privy to it, then you catch it. They'll throw 144 in there. They'll have somebody, like the new Running Man. They had the guy in there. He had the garment on. I think his sign was kind of crazy. He said something like Jesus is coming to bring you hell or something. But Yahweh Shai is coming to bring destruction. So they'll throw that in there, for 2 seconds or so, as a little wink and a nod. Okay, you guys know. And then the rest of the movie will go back and they'll show you a concept. It's a secret council of the wicked. So that's a part of their strength. It has been secrecy, right? Which that covering is now off. Right, their magic is being revealed. What these top level people do. Those Epstein files, that was extremely damaging. That's why personally I believe that this year they're gonna make a move. So stay ready, Akim. But this verse 3: who wet their tongue like a sword, and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. Right, talking shit. That's part of the persecution. Hey, look at these people and look at what they're doing. What about the black community? That's part of it, keeping Jake in a wicked mentality. That's why they own all these record labels, and they've pushed this certain energy. They make sure these artists go through these rituals to make sure they have demons on them, and they can influence them. See, Amalek loves that. They love to get around with Judah because they know Judah is the head tribe. And then whatever Judah does, then the rest of the tribes will follow. And that's warfare. You strike the head, right, the body will fall. That's why Trump was able to swoop into Venezuela, take out the head, and now Venezuelans they pretty much scattered. There's a lot of infighting going on in all them different parts, and they've done that through South and Central America, and here in the States for the longest. They go for the head, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Right, the agendas that are set up against us, which they don't necessarily, they're not going to announce. Hey, you just have to see it. You have to see the narrative being pushed, and how the narrative has been changed over the last years. You're starting to see that's why they kept that image of Jake with one of their women. That was like, oh my God. What was it? The first one on T. What was it? I think it was Superfly or something. One of the movies. So-called black man with a white woman. Let's see that. And I can remember being with Edomite women. Their daddy found out, or their family found out, and it was, oh my God. But now it's like that's the cool shit to do. It says they encourage themselves in the evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. All this private secret shit, man. It's snakes. Right, but that's what you have to know who they are, man. That's the serpent. It's got to be done in secret. It's an open secret, but it's a secret still. They say, who shall see them? Man, who's going to catch us? Man, we got your ass now, though. Shit, and the whole world is seeing your ass. And people are starting to question things openly, publicly. Right? They search out iniquities. They say, and these people, they do a lot of research, especially, like I said, online. They're following closely. That's why they're trying to advocate for, oh man, this is an attack on all of our people. This is anti-Shem language. Both the inward thought of everyone and the heart is deep. Yeah, these people, they deeply research things. They research things deeply. Right? They read the scriptures. They actually, in these yeshivas, they actually read the scriptures. They study. You want to know who know the latest rap song? Ask one of the Amalekite kids. They know all the raps. They know our history. You're like, what the fuck is this? Yeah. That's Psalms 59 and 1. To the chief musician Altashith, Miktam of David, when Saul sent and they watched the house to kill him, deliver me from my enemies, O my power, defend me from them that rise up against me. Deliver me from the workers of iniquity and save me from bloody men. And that's your blessing, man. Just to be bloody. Just a murderer. They take pride in that. When they can, especially when they can put Jake in that vibration, that's a great pride to them. Drill music, that's a great King Von. That's why they promote that shit so much. Put Jake on the same vibe. Deliver us from them. Yeah, these Edomites, I noticed that as a kid, they don't just, they're not just trying to discipline you, for you to be better. They try to destroy your spirit. Right? It's personal with them because deep down they see that blessing in us that they wish that they had. Which goes back to their forefather. You have to know who they are. It says, "For lo, they lie in wait for my soul. The mighty are gathered against me." Yeah, the elites. Not for my transgression, nor for my sin, O Lord. It is not. Yeah, it's not to avenge us of that. You know, this person did something, crazy against them. That's why they treat us like a collective. All of you. It's hatred. Runs deep. So they wait for us. They lie in wait. Again, it's that serpent-like behavior. That they run and prepare themselves without my fault. So they done, And I always, like I said, I always knew that as a kid dealing with them. It was like, these people, they just looking for shit. They're just coming up with bullshit, vendettas, and just hate. Satan, hate. That's why I say verse 5, "Thou therefore, O Lord, power of the hosts, and how about Shemawashai of hosts, the power of Israel, awake to visit all the heathen, be not merciful to any wicked transgressors." Selah. Be not merciful to any of them. No, you don't get any mercy for that bullshit. Right? Like I said, these people do high levels of research. They just recently they've done a lot of water tests. They keep finding high levels of aluminum, which has been linked to cognitive dysfunction in the water, in the air. The water, of course, the water's in the air. From them doing spraying shit. Right, they're just now starting to kind of change the food, which the food is all trash. It's all through prophecy anyway. Right, the kind of material that they're showing our women. We always talk about that social media, fucked up relationships, all these stupid ass reality TV shows with these obnoxious bitches that they keep promoting and make famous. You I'm not even gonna say their names because you don't get that, you don't deserve that. But yeah, this is all done through Edomites. They fund these people. Oh yeah, put her on TV. That's why they get zero mercy, none. See, the other nations, they gonna get fucked up, but then at a certain point, they're gonna be good. They're gonna be on that path. And it says they return at evening, they make a noise like a dog and go round about the city. Behold, they belch out with their mouth, swords in their lips. For who say they doth hear? They ain't even gonna pick up on it. We're gonna get them. All right, and that's part of the you deal with. Man, you deal with. You ever been around Amalek? They think that they're so fucking clever. Just try to treat you like you're stupid. But if you pay close attention, you can pick up on the energy. All right, but thou, O Lord, shall laugh at them. Thou shalt have all the heathen in derision. We're gonna get the elect is gonna get the last laugh. It ain't so funny now. We didn't caught your ass. Because of his strength will I wait upon thee, for the Most High is my defense. Yeah, hey, this is you stay in these scriptures. This is our defense. Wisdom is a defense. Right? The power of my mercy shall prevent me. God shall let me see my desire upon my enemies. I was reading Nehemiah too when they were or Nehemiah chapter 4 as well, when they were building up the wall, and the heathens was hating on them. They don't even want you to have a defense. We want them to be defenseless and ruined and state. Hey, the scripture said, "The righteous shall come bold as a lion." See, we can come out boldly and tell you about yourself. Look, we know who you are. We know what you do. We watched you over the years. You're full of shit, right? The Lord told us and shit. Just go outside, go to the highways and byways, and tell people. Bid them to the marriage. So these people, they want to shoot in secret and shit and try to be slick. Oh, we don't hate you. We have no problem with you. Yeah, okay. Right, Nehemiah 4 and 11, I'll jump right to the point. And our adversary said, they shall not know, neither see till we come in the midst among them and slay them and cause the work to cease. They trying to sneak you and shit. Right? That's why you work with these people. Don't put them in, because they're gonna play games and try to pretend like they're your friend. That's the worst kind of enemy, man. Somebody who pretend like they're your friend. The whole time they trying to undermine you and fuck your success up. You know, man, dealt with a lot of people like that, man. Makes you, very leery of people. Which is it's a balance to it, but it makes you leery, man. Because like this, what is it? What do you want? What are you around me for? Hey, that's why I say we're gonna step on their necks though. Right? It starts with the head. See, Joe Cracker Edomite, yeah, he ain't making no noise. He's a nobody. Nobody worried about him. He's a non-factor. But the heads, they can always come with more people. All right, but you take down the head, that's it. All right, that's why it's prophesied. It said they shouldn't have either have a son nor nephew. See, they're gonna be completely just removed. All right, you should step. As a matter of fact, let me get that. Yep, that's why Psalms 18 and 40. Thou hast also given me the necks of my enemies, that I might destroy them that hate me. All right, and that's part of serving the Lord. That's why they want to turn this word off, because it's like, hold up, these people, hold up. The battle's starting to turn. The narrative is starting to shift. His word is starting to fuck them up. Right? Those evil spirits, that they've been pushing is starting to consume them. And that's what happens when you play around with devils and shit. You become consumed. They cried, and there was none to save them, even unto the Lord, but he answered them not. You can know his name, because y'all know his name. But no, that ain't gonna save you. Then did I beat them as small as the dust before the wind. I did cast them out as the dirt in the street. All right, man. If you don't want the heathens, man, to be under you, you a fool. These people are chief level haters. Oh man, all the kind of shit that they say in the background. They get in front of you, smiling and shit. Oh hey, buddy, get the fuck out of here, man. The scriptures promote that thousands of times, man. The heathens are gonna be under us, under our feet. My wash pot, I will cast my shoe over your ass. Right? Thou hast delivered me from the strivings of the people, and thou hast made me the head of the heathen. A people whom I have not known shall serve me. Right? Yeah. Fuck, we don't. You're not. These people don't include like that because that's a part of uh, um, being cool with somebody. You know, you make marriages with them. That's why the Lord told us to get the fuck away from them Canaan. Don't make no marriages with them. They can't be in the family. No, get them the fuck away from you. You're not included in any of their plans, ideas. When they have businesses, they don't hire you. They come over here specifically to undermine and take whatever job that you have, complain to your boss, snitch on you whenever they can, for every little bullshit ass reason. That's why I know Jay. Y'all really don't know. You know, you really don't have the wisdom to perceive when somebody's trying to be slick around you, or you're just a coon. Right? It says, as soon as they hear of me, they shall obey me. And that's not a thing of, love or something. It's, obedience. You're going to do what I tell you to do. And the Lord is going to set it up that way. The strangers shall submit themselves unto me. The strangers shall fade away and be afraid out of their closed places. The Lord liveth, and blessed be my rock, and let the power of my salvation be exalted. It is the Most High that avengeth me and subdueth the people under me. And that's what it is, man. It's ultimately the Lord. Right? It's not we just we do what He commanded us to do, but ultimately it's Him working in the background. Right? For all you weirdos and all, see they're doing stuff. Nah, man, it's the Lord that's moving. Right? He delivereth me from my enemies, yea, thou liftest me up above those that rise up against me. Thou hast delivered me from the violent man. And we're gonna say all these things again with the electors in rulership. Right? But the point has been made. Lord willing, this is edifying. Hey, shalom to the elect who's gonna inherit victory of the heathen.